Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe down below. If you like this video, give it a like and comment down in the comment section what you think about this video or anything you'd like to see in the future. This video is going to be about how hackers capture NTLM hashes using LLMNR poisoning. We'll go ahead and jump right in. I have a diagram that I have made up, kind of how this works. So you have your victim, like somebody that's working in an office or some kind of facility that has an active directory. They're going to try to connect to a drive or a folder or something that is on the server. You'll see that they reach out to the server. Server responds back that it can't find what they're looking for. They're going to reach out again. It's going to do a full broadcast since the server didn't have it, so it's going to go across the network, reaching out saying, hey, can anyone connect me to this secrets folder? This time the hacker's going to capture that using responder and respond back saying, yes, just send me your NTLM hash for authentication. And then it will respond and it will have the user's NTLM hash. So we'll go ahead and start and I'll walk through this, kind of what we have. Alright, so we're on a Windows 10 PC. This is in an Active Directory environment. This is all a virtual environment that I have set up just for testing and for filming. So what happens is a user goes to a resource. Usually there's something on the network and they'll have like a shared drive or a folder or something they're looking for that connects them to the domain controller in the Active Directory. So we'll pretend that we're going to go to this secrets folder that I showed in the example. So we'll do this. We'll say secrets. And you'll see that this is going to fail because this doesn't actually exist. So we should get a response back that it's failed from the domain controller. Should take just a second. We should get a failure back. You'll see Windows can't access // secrets. Like I said, it doesn't exist on the server, so it's going to reach out across the network trying to find this. So on the hacker side, you'll see here on the right inside my Kali Linux machine, we're going to set up and run what's called responder. This interface is the E0, which is the interface I'm on. And what this does is when this person reaches out, instead of the domain controller like saying, yeah, here you go, I have this, the hacker is going to be, oh yeah, I know where that is. Go ahead and send me your hash and I'll show you how to get there and like I'll connect you. Which is really not what's happening. It's just a decoy to capture the NTLM hash of the user. So the first step before we run responder, let me go back. Let's go ahead and run an NMAP scan. So this works on PCs that have SMB enabled. The server message block, it's enabled, but it's not required. This is by default on Windows machines. So this is pretty common during a pen test of a finding, and this is usually what leads to domain controller compromise from the penetration tester or the hacker. So first off, we'll start with nmap. We'll do -- script equals smb2 security mode. This is a script inside of nmap. Going to run against port 445 because that's what the port is for SMB to run. And this is my network. This is the CIDR notation. You'll see it's /24, so it's going to scan that entire network for that IP addresses that have this active. Okay, so we'll go ahead and kick off this nmap scan. Let's see what we find on the network. Should run pretty quick because it's all local to a virtual environment, so it shouldn't take it long to run this. Yep, and it's already back. Right, so what we're looking for is this here, message sign-in enabled but not required. Like I said, this is by default on Windows PCs. That just the way they come. The one you'll see that is sign-in enabled and required, that is going to be your domain controller. So, and that sets at 130. So if you're going further and like you're doing a pen test, you'll want to make like a target file with these to do some enumeration and things to capture hashes. But just for this video, it's just about capturing NTLM hashes. Like I said, using LLMNR. You'll see we have enabled but not required, enabled but not required. And this is the IP address of those machines. So for this, we're going to just do, like we said, like they were reaching out. So this is the point where they're going to reach out and it's going to send a broadcast across, except I'm going to be sitting here running responder so I can respond to this person saying, yeah, I know where that is. Send me your hash. That way I'll have it. Then I can use that to crack it offline or maybe try to do the test called passing the hash to see where all they have access. Let me minimize this. I'm going to go ahead and start responder. This going. Password. Okay, you see it's listening for events. So I'm going to trigger some traffic just to make this go faster. You wouldn't have to do this in a real environment. There'll be traffic that will cause this, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to go ahead and signal some traffic to come across. As soon as I hit that, you'll see that it dumped this hash. You'll see Marvel F Castle, NTLM V2 SSB hash, F Castle. So this is the entire hash. You would copy this and you could use something like Hashcat to crack this hash. And you could do, like I said, pass the hash attacks, or you could also do the SMB relay, so you can relay this hash to all the other machines to see where all this person has access. For this to have a real, like a lot of value, the hash that you find does need to be like an administrator for you to have access to other items so that you could find that and kind of see what all you have access to escalate your privileges. So now that you see how easy it is like to capture these NTLM hashes, some ways to prevent this on the network, on like your PCs, is to enable SMB signing on all your devices via the group policy. Disable the LLMNR and NetBIOS NS via like group policy as well. And then your local admins, make sure you don't reuse credentials, reuse passwords across your devices, because that's just going to give access to a person to every device that you've used that name and password with. So just some simple steps, but you should probably check your Active Directory if you have that running in your environment, because I about guarantee unless you went and turned this off, your SMB signing is going to be able, but it's not going to be required, and it would leave a hacker access to pull and dump these hashes, or for you to be dinged on a pen test for your company. So just something to be aware of, but like always, thank you guys for watching.